How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video this week. Hoping to hit these every single Sunday for you. Thank you guys so much for everyone who subscribed and showed love on the last video. Today, this video is all about tips and tricks from professional athletes like myself. And I am a firm believer that in order to be successful, you need to basically master 3 important things before a race, and that's your physical, your emotional, and your mental. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is physical, and I'm going to take you guys through my mobility routine that I do to stay healthy, keep the legs feeling good, and make sure that when it matters most, the body's feeling good. This is a really great thing to do before bed to get you feeling good. So let's get to it. I have some gadgets here. You've probably seen a lot of this stuff. I have a softball, lacrosse ball, foam roller, stretching band, and this new tool, which I'm seeing a lot of pro runners starting to use. It's just like a slant board, and we'll start here. This is a really great tool. This is no sponsorship, by the way, here. I got this on Amazon for 20 bucks. You just try to keep your knees straight and then open up your foot. Everything starts at the foot. So in order to get this moving and get that big toe in the ground and get that nice motion through the ground is what we're looking for here. So this is just a little foot mobility, opening things up both sides. So I'll start here and then I'll eventually gradually go to standing, where this is more of like a strengthening exercise. See, I suck with this, and this is why I need to do it. That big toe is just firing down the ground. That's the key here. So much of our running power starts right here with our ankle mobility and our big toe power. Can that hit through the ground? Fire through the ground. All right, this next series, it's basically a series to open up your hips. I have a lot of problems with getting full extension when I run. So I really need to work on my hip flexors constantly and my adductors. My adductors get really tired, so that's what we're pinpointing here. So I like to start with this, these foot mobility stuff here, where I just sit on my feet like this. And then I also go up onto my toes, opening up the planters. Start the hip series. I like to start with little calf bouncing side to side. I'm not going to get all the official names for these exercises, right? So forgive me to all the PTs out there watching that are going to cringe at what I call all these. But I like to go back and forth here, and then moving my foot forward, looking up, kind of bouncing a little bit, and then I move up. This is a exercise that was stolen from yoga routine, so I like to just do that. And then I go back into bouncing side to side. From here, I go back. Usually I do a foam roller or something close by for balance. And then I just grab the back like that. That's why I need this. Pull that back and just really just kind of push, bury. Just imagine something's getting pulled right by your belly button. You're just pressing through your hip right there. So just opening up that TFL. We'll get the adductors, really simple. Just get your leg to the side and start with going side to side. And from here, just sit right back into it. Just do 10 pulses. This one because you also feel through your back too, your QL is opening up. And if you really feel like you need a little extra, kind of put my hand on my hip and kind of press down into it, a little bit of like a hip move almost. This you should feel on both sides. As you go here, you should feel the stretch in this adductor, and this side you should really feel this pulling. And if you don't, you're in a good spot. Next one, really simple, just a lacrosse ball, or if you have something even lighter than this, that's good. I think golf ball might be a little too aggressive. on the foot, but just something really light. I think the feet are the root of a lot of evil for runners and their knee pains and back pains and all this stuff. Like if your foot is opened up, it can open up a whole new world of possibilities for you. So just roll that out. I like to kind of bring it up, bring my toes up. Hear that crack? Just kind of lean into it like that. Opening up these metatarsals here. I like to just kind of like go through a full motion here. You can also use this board for other stuff, so it's all about the foot, baby. I try to do this routine at least 3 times a week. And ideally, it's either before a run or the days when I don't have an afternoon run. I typically like to use this as something to make sure if I ran in the morning and use it in the afternoon to be sure that I'm feeling good the next day. Or right before bed, I think it's really great. All right, this next one's one of my favorite ones. Once again, it's opening up the hip, having one of these bands. Once again, you can get these at Amazon. You want it to be a pretty stiff band, but stretchy, and then getting it on like a pole or something that you can connect it to. I'm gonna use it on one of these bike machines. You get it up high, up on your hip. Sit back into it, like in the hip flexor position. And really make sure you're kind of hipping your hip up. Put your arms up and just kind of push into it. So you want to like flex your glute. You should feel all the tension right here. You don't have to really lean forward into it. It's more a motion of like flexing your glute, making sure you're not going like this. You're upright, making sure you're in that good hip position, and then just pressing forward through your glute right there. And this is a really nice one that really opens this up for you. To give you that big running motion that we're all looking for. Do that on both sides, and then just turn around, have it on your ankle, get some tension in it, make sure it's really on your ankle, and then I sit back on it, and then open up my ankle once again here. Hear those cracks? That's a free chiropractic appointment done right there. All right, this next one, I have kind of like a softer ball here, and once again, getting your psoas, this stuff, gets this whole chain so that you can have this really nice motion back here. So I just get this ball and I literally just put it underneath, trying to find my psoas, and just rolling on it. Just really lightly. You don't want to put your whole body weight on it. This muscle doesn't take a lot, so like I usually stay in like a plank position here, so I don't put my whole body weight on it. But as you're going through here, you should basically find the spot that's tight and tense, lower down, kind of like near your core. And then I like to just kip my knee back and forth a little bit to feel that muscle, and then find a new spot and do a few of these. It's a nice psoas release. From here, I like to use the same ball. Open up the glutes, basically go through the whole glute mechanics. I like to go put my body weight down on the glute and then move my foot. All this stuff that we're doing is all active. Very rarely am I just like holding something. It's like getting it moving, because as runners we're moving and we need to get our muscles feeling good through full ranges of motion. I hope this is a video that you guys can come back to and watch this, and hopefully my voice is ASMR enough for you guys to be okay to listen to it. But yeah, just moving the glute around. You can do all sorts of things, like I'm doing a little clamshell motion here. We're moving it all the way up and back. And as you find a good spot, do a few motions here, and then roll the ball into the next spot across the top of the glute. Finish up with a little Piriformance stretch here I like to do. And once again, I like to move my ankle as I'm doing this, up and down. So I kind of feel things changing. I kind of do like 1, 2, down, 1, 2, 1, 2. Switching to the other side. Getting the ankle motion going. The other big part of mastering your physical going into a race is respecting what your body is telling you going into the race. There is no point in pushing hard on a workout day if the legs are fatigued. And this type of mobility stuff is great. From a physical standpoint, running at similar places, not changing routine is a big thing, and making sure that if you need to get a massage or dry needling or any type of physical therapy before a race, I would say make sure you do that 72 hours before so that your body has plenty of time to readjust from that treatment and feel good going to the race. I personally love getting a massage around 3 to 4 days before a race and flushing out anything that might be hurting me or anything that is still bothering me. So that is the physical side of the sport going into a race that I think will help you a lot, and I hope this mobility routine helps you guys also. All right, so number 2, the mental side. This is the most neglected part of, I think, people's preparation before races, and I think something that pros do really well, and that's figuring out how to get into a positive mental state in order to perform your best. A few tools that people do is meditation, mindfulness, taking some time, even if it's right before on the starting line, just taking a moment to take a deep breath, calm down, get your heart rate down. That's really important. Taking time to studying your opponents, writing down in a journal what you think is the best game plan for you, actually thinking through the race before it actually happens, the different scenarios of what happens if I don't get out in the front how I want to, or what happens if I end up in dead last, or someone starts pushing me, how am I going to react to these things? These are all things that you can talk to yourself about before the race actually happens. I think the best ways to do this is to talking with your coach about it, sit down and break down the race and how you're going to feel and react, and talking with your teammates about it, and then writing stuff down in a journal I think is really, really important, and a secret that I see a lot of the top pros and athletes do. And the third last thing you need to address before a successful race is your emotional state. Nerves are going to come. Nerves are inevitable. It's going to happen. You're going to feel like you're not ready. You're going to start doubting yourself. This is a basic human. Anyone at any level doubts themselves before a big race. And that's where the emotional side comes in. And that's why keeping it light before races, watching a TV show that you enjoy, reading a book that you enjoy, being around your teammates, keeping it light, not taking it that seriously, I think will allow you to be really serious in that race and in that moment. So using up any emotional energy on nerves, I think the most important thing that I tell myself when I get nervous is that this is okay, this is natural, and this is my body literally preparing me for something hard that's about to come, and that's a really good thing. So having that positive affirmation that I tell myself is my secret, is when I feel nerves, I tell myself, this is a good thing. That means my body is getting ready for this, and I'm going to be prepared for when it comes. Now it's just about having fun and enjoying it so that I have a full emotional tank to give on race day when it really matters most.